Aquarius, hi, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your December shift reading. So we are collectively shifting from the deep waters of Scorpio season to the fiery lightness of being of Sagittarius season. It feels liberating, it feels refreshing, passionate. I'm into it. So for this reading, we're going to use the beautiful Golden Tarot, all right, with a little imagery from the late Middle Ages, early Renaissance, very Christian mysticism holiday themed here. And that is we're going to use the cards to ask, what shape are you shifting out of this December? What shape are you shifting into? And then what does that shift look and feel like for you? So before we pull cards, I want to tell you about your meditation. You know, Aquarius, it's never a small moment with you. I just cracked myself up. Sorry about that. It's because it always goes right to the stars with you. And that's why I love you, and just vibe there. There is an image that, please stay with me on this. It's a bit, it's layered. I saw you with like a paintbrush, perhaps, putting dots onto something. And then I realized, and then I heard a child ask a question, who put the stars in the sky? And then suddenly it was this action you were doing, you were actually counting the stars. But then it sort of felt like the same action that you were doing when you were like putting the stars there, or using your paintbrush to create an image, to create the stars. So there's a couple of layers. There's this like child maybe in your life, or a part of you that is awestruck with wonder, looking up at the night sky, and your consciousness is expanding in this way. You are marveling at the world around you in this like expansive, curious, questioning way that I think is like, feels very spiritual to me. It feels very much like you're expanding your consciousness in terms of what is reality. You know, you're really just like questioning energies beyond you. And yet this paintbrush thing is a reminder to me, for you, that you are the creator. Who put the stars in the sky? You did. You know, there's this message of like, you are made of those stars. You are not separate from those stars. That is in fact where you come from. And I always get this. I've been getting this message. There's a small story that I will try to remember to link to. Link to it in post, that talks all about like you discovering the star that you're from, and like feeling this larger perspective. You beautiful aliens. It's like you're looking up at the sky and kind of the child that you're with, or the child inside of you, is reminding you that you come from those stars. And that's like expanding your consciousness. It's really beautiful. Okay. Let's ask, what is the shape you are shifting out of in December? Aquarius, what is the shape you are shifting out of this December for Aquarius? Interesting, shifting out of the Lover's energy. This is a card about choice. It is about seeing yourself and your beauty reflected in another. It is a card about desiring more, desiring to know more, to see more. specifically because we've got this Garden of Eden scene. And it seems to me like the angel is guiding Eve / Lilith. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. To, you know, there is higher guidance here, imbuing Eve's curiosity with, like, yes, yes, yes. Your curiosity is everything, Eve. Interesting. Shifting out of that energy. There's something about, like, the Lover's card is also a mirror. It's about, you know, like I said, seeing your beauty reflected in others, or seeing doesn't have to be just your beauty. You know what I mean? Seeing your rawness reflected through others, through an experience with other people, and perhaps in love. Okay, let's ask, what is the shape you are shifting into? And this will hopefully give us a clearer picture. What is the shape Aquarius is shifting into in the month of December 2019? Shifting out of the Lovers into the Hermit. The wise old crone going solo, dipping into that Virgo energy, spending time on your own. This is how the magician, the creator, resets. This is how the magician, the creator, stays in touch with themselves through hermit energy, through I have no words, through getting yourself alone, through spending a lot of time by yourself and really, really going deep within yourself and seeking your own inner guidance. Interesting here that there's this gentle doe or fawn. I feel it more like a fawn that is by the hermit's side. It feels like that child by your side that says, "Who put the stars in the sky?" I'm getting an interesting story with this, and I don't know why, but go with me. I don't know how this is gonna come into play. See all these little down here? I'm seeing them as feathers. And what I'm getting this whole story playing out in my head, that the hermit, you know, lives inside their little hermit house, little cottage, and heard commotion outside and lit the lantern to come out and see what was going on, and found perhaps this their fawn friend checking out the remains of some sort of violence with birds. Maybe violence between birds, or because I'm seeing just like all these feathers, and you know, the hermit heard the commotion, but by the time they got out there, all they saw is like carnage, you know, and not even that much, just like feathers all around. And they're sort of like, I wonder what just happened out here. I don't know why that's important, but it's coming to me specifically. Came outside to check what's going on, and it's almost like that. And yet when they got out there, there was nothing there but a bunch of feathers, perhaps arranged in a certain pattern, because I kept seeing you like counting the stars, or maybe like that commotion got you outside, which then allowed you to look up and you saw something in the stars that you wouldn't have otherwise seen had you not gone outside at that exact moment. You know, there's some sort of magic going on here. And you know, hermit, Virgo energy, Virgo always notices the pattern. That's what Virgo does. Virgo sees the patterns and puts all the pieces together. I also want to point out that, you know, when people talk about the Lover's card as there being a choice, for me, the choice is always you. If there's a choice that you have to make with an external situation, with a lover, for example, or another person, it's sort of like, well, the choice is actually you. You know, if you're asking, which way do I go? What do I choose? Choose you. Choose what's right for you, what's best for you, what feels like you. And that's what we see here in the Hermit. It's like you're choosing you, yourself. Okay, what does this shift look and feel like for Aquarius in December? Empress, interesting. 2 more, please. I'm not sure. Hold on. One more. Aquarius, what's going on? You're having to defend yourself here. Defend your something. This is what your shift looks like from the Lovers to the Hermit. Here's the pathway. Empress, 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords. Check out that 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords parallel. Interesting that we have the child here, and I heard that child voice of, who put the stars in the sky? Just give me a moment to sit with this energy. You know what, Aquarius? I never do this, but I need to pause the recording and I'm not going to pull cards. I'm just going to sit with this. There's a very specific message trying to come through and I'm not going to waste your time on camera doing it. So just give me a second. Got it. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay. I'm seeing you, Aquarius, as this one here that the angel is beckoning to, and I want you to notice how all the animals are over here with you. Bird down here, dog, bird up here. There's another critter. No. It's like everybody's over here trying to help you out with some sort of choice. And what you're trying to choose, it's like you're trying to create, I'm seeing this also as you know, so you're going from this energy to this energy here. It's like what the angel is urging you towards and what you are trying to choose here is something very abundant, very fertile in your opinion, something that makes your inner child feel cared for and very happy. You're wanting to choose something that nurtures you. That's what we see happening in this card. And notice that the child is playing this, you know, little harp or whatever instrument it is. And so you're wanting to choose play, abundance, joy, nurturance. But for some reason, you are having to... There's 2 other babies up here too. All these babies. But you're having to defend that choice. I'm seeing this as other people coming at you for that. A lot of energies coming at you for that choice, being like, what are you doing? You can't do that because that doesn't work. Maybe these are just energies in your own mind. Or maybe these are people that you're dealing with all of their opinions or all of their whatever coming at you. And you're up here having to, it's kind of sucks. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like the energy I'm feeling kind of sucks, because it's like you're over here in the Garden of Eden trying to be freaking abundant and enjoy yourself and go with what makes you feel the most nurtured and the most splendid. I wanted to say that word. I don't know why. This is Venus, you know, Venusian, which is just like sensual and enjoyment of life and like highly valued. You know, what do you value? You're wanting to go after what you value, and what you value is curiosity and lavishness and just like sensuality and nurturance and creativity. You know, it's like all of that kind of stuff. And for some reason you're getting flack for it. You're getting like, you're having to be on the defensive is what I'm feeling. You're having to really stand up for your desires. The Queen of Swords defending, you know, you're having, and it's like, because everyone suddenly starts coming at you for the decision that you want to make, everyone starts coming at you with their thoughts and opinions and whatever, you know. Listen, I mean, we're approaching the holidays, and we're all about to be, many of us are about to be surrounded by family, and family has opinions that they don't share until you're all around, you know, and then like you see each other a couple times a year, and everyone has a thought to share about your life and your choices. And that's sort of what it feels like. It's like everyone's sharing, you know, perhaps you are coming out that you are making this decision, and everyone wants to share their thoughts about it. And you're having to kind of be like, this is right for me, but this is right for me, but I know this is right for me. You know, and so that's sort of forcing you to embody the Queen of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. You know, it's putting you in this position of like really drawing some boundaries with the way everyone's coming at you, wanting to share their opinion on your life, or like get in your way, or like ask something of you. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you're just like, stop. That's what I see with the Queen of Swords energy. Stop. Everyone, stop the play. Okay? Stop this. I need a minute. Hermit. I need a minute. I need to listen to my own voice right now. And I love you all, and I value you all so deeply, but I cannot hear your thoughts right now. This decision is crucial. And this has to be, I just did the Cap reading, and the Lovers was all over that reading. So for those of you who that's a significant thing, you know, you got Cap in your chart, whatever, Cap reading, just saying. And it's like, y'all need to leave me alone, because this is when you're, here's what I'm feeling, because especially because I heard the child, who put the stars in the sky? When you are creating the life that you want, and you are making a big decision, this feels like a big choice point, and so did Capricorn. So when you are making a big choice like this, it's almost like it can feel like, you know, because you are the creator, you are creating your world, and it almost feels like you're bringing, you know, something new into the world, and it's so tender and vulnerable. And you can't have everybody else's energy all up in it. It's too precious, and it's too fragile, and it's too close to your heart and your soul. And if it's like, you need to be by yourself, surrounded with your animals. The Hermit, surrounded by animals here, surrounded by your animal guides, your animal magic, Same with this one here in the garden, surrounded by your animal magic. It's like, that's what you need right now to really be able to hear yourself. Aquarius, this feels really intense. And I'm getting this side of you does not come out all that often. This like, no, back up, back off. That is the very specific energy I'm feeling from that. And that's only coming out of you because of all this that's coming at you with these wands. Yeah. Dang, it's a kind of a disappointing shift from this Empress energy to that Seven of Wands. I think like it looks like this person in Seven of Wands really was not quite ready for that. Oh my gosh, interesting. And Lovers on the bottom of this deck too. And I shuffled. Yeah, this is the card that came through the cap reading. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm shuffling these beautiful botanical, Tower, Magician. Tower, Magician. You create your life. You are the magician, but you need a hermit in order to do that. Tower, because I think you're shaking up your world here. Ooh, Lord. Okay. What is, this deck is by Kevin J. Stanton, by the way. It's a gorgeous deck, beautiful. So what's the major arcana guidance for Aquarius here in the month of December? What is it? The moon. Queen of the Night flower. You can't see Aquarius. It's so interesting that we started this reading with the moon, or the stars, and we're ending with the moon. The moon is your companion. Think about it, when the night sky, when it's nothing but you in the night sky, all you got is the stars and the moon to light your way. And we got the stars with this half of the reading, and I want to remind you, in case you don't know Aquarius, your card in the tarot is the star. Your companion through this is the moon, even though it feels really hard, and even though it feels like you can't see the way forward because it's dark out, it's night. You are coming through here as the queen of the night. Big time hermit energy. The hermit navigates through the dark by nothing but lantern light. And so there may be, I'm still getting that really specific moment. This might even happen to you. Or for someone, maybe it's already happened, but I'm just getting this story of you hearing a commotion outside and coming out to investigate and seeing nothing but maybe a couple of feathers on the ground, and then noticing the stars all of a sudden, or the moon all of a sudden, and receiving guidance through that. Looking up at the night sky, and it's like the stars talk to you and you get the message and you know which way to go, because that's your inner guidance speaking. Or maybe you do encounter an animal outside. Maybe you go outside and suddenly there's this deer standing there and you're like, whoa, right? Or a bird, something like that. There's something in that for someone. Trust your intuition. When you can't see with your eyes, all you've got is your gut. All you've got, Aquarius, is your gut and your heart. That's your intuition, and that's going to guide your way forward. Okay, I got in this half of the reading. So now we're going to really dive into this energy and get into it. I want to keep pulling cards, get into an extended reading here. What is this choice all about, Aquarius? What is this choice about? What are you hoping to bring into your life and fill your life with through this choice? What's coming at you? What's the energy that's causing you to Queen of Swords that shit? What are you hoping? What is the message for you here as you draw away from others and into yourself? What is the message that needs to come through? That's what we're going to ask. Okay, so if you're interested in that, this is resonating with you, stick around. There'll be a little clip at the end of this video that you can preview that extended. And if it's still resonating with you, click the link in the description box below. That will take you over to Patreon, where you can view that extended reading for $11.11. Okay, please make sure you read the full description on the Patreon page so that you know how that community works. It's an opportunity for you and I to work more one-on-one and dig into this work a little deeper. Okay, so check all that out. All the info's over there. Ask me if you have questions. Aquarius, happy holidays. Thank you so much for joining me for this December shift, and I wish you all the best. So that you can make this choice, so that you can end this cycle and not have everyone else's voice in your head, so that you can hear your own intuition. Look at this. She's looking at this flower wilting and knowing, it's like she knows what she needs to do. She ain't happy about it, but she sees it. She's like, this is dying. I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. I gotta put this down. And I'm getting flack for it, but it's what I gotta do. And there's this message from your soul. I see the wands as soul. This is like a message from your soul. And that's why the Hermit is, you're like, I gotta go off by myself. I gotta hear my freaking soul right now. And the only way I can do it is if I'm alone and looking up at the stars, to get in touch with where I actually come from. You know, my aliens, I know you know. What is the message? What is the message that Aquarius's soul is trying to tell them? What is the message? I had a flipper. The sun. It was in reverse. The message is, oh, sorry, I just feel it. Like hit me in the heart like an arrow. You're not happy. That's the message. You need to go be happy.